time has come. The top two seeds in the college football playoff have arrived for their championship moment. Two teams that have essentially been on a collision course for months. They had high expectations, high pressure, but they met those challenges. Now, which side will go home fulfilling their ultimate dream here tonight? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on last season's national champions, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He lets it go. Catch is made. Room to run here. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Clark. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Moves the ball to the 28. It will be first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get to third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
And the Gamecocks pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second and 10 now from the 28 after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Howard. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
The Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looks right for a quick completion. Going to be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Throw it again. Pass caught. Touchdown, South Carolina. They draw first blood in this national title game. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. They'll try the right here. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Takes the handoff. It's Fowler. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, ASU, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
Well, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
Automatic in the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. It's a shotgun run call. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Catch made on the left side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He can go. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, it looked to me like the quarterback was trying to give his man a chance to high point the ball, but he left it too far to the inside and gave the defender a real chance. Seems like an odd time and place for a lob pass.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. With the catch, it's Fowler. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Catch made over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5-wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on third down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country. And they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Park behind the line. It's Fowler. Breaking free at the 35. Touchdown, Arizona State. Way too much speed on that play.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? It's a screen pass complete to the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the Gamecocks have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Howard. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be 1st down. This offense in good position here.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
There's the handoff. Picks up the force, looking for more. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the 1st down.
The Gamecocks move into the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The receiver grabs it. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Press coverage now from the secondary. And now the handoff. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Looking for his big tight end. Good caught. He's wide open. Look out. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
The thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
Solid gain, moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down. Delayed handoff. He gets loose. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the completion made. He stopped, but he gets a first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Trying to run, it's Fowler. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's a real challenge on this impressive drive. 2nd down and 17. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Incompletion brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that puts them back on top. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback from the start of the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught near the sticks. It's Howard. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Howard. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, the big fella almost had it. Incomplete, though, brings up 3rd down.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the first half alone.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The receiver makes the catch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Short completion there, 2nd down coming up. Looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. And the quarterback keeps it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. Good enough for the first down with a 37. set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Swarmed by the pass rush. Sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a second down and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's a run to the left. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught by the receiver. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, South Carolina. And that will give them the lead now. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, this is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Grab down the middle. It's Fowler. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The game moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10. Trying to find some room. It's Fowler. Gets the first and still running. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking at the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down, we're going to throw it. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They were able to punch in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Defense is coming after him. Fires it on the move. Falls incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Second down play coming up for this offense. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Oh, look at the quick cut.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, or where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. And the Gamecocks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the +25. They're in field goal range. And let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Pulls it in. It's Howard. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Gamecocks are in the red zone now. Movement here from the tight end. And here's the handoff. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They jump on top now here in the 4th. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
The sack on 1st down. It's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Fowler. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
3rd down play for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking for his back. And he's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Wide open downfield. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, South Carolina. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Offense ready to start this drive. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they heave it deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Here's the target, and it's complete. The tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
So 2nd down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Offensively, you get to the 4th quarter, you're down in a game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them inbounds. Let's keep that clock moving.
Caught over the middle. It's Adams. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to chuck it again. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
2nd down after that previous play. Working clock with the ground game. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. As the 1st down is still going. The Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
It's a quarterback keeper. You make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up 1st down at the 15.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out of the end zone, but gets enough for the 1st down.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.